Hello, we're starting off with a two-man with Living End here. I'm not a huge fan of this hand. Um, so there's effectively two dead cards already, possibly more if my opponent doesn't play a creature. So we're basically looking at this five. Kind of just want to ship this. I'll keep it. I feel like it's on the very low end of playable hands. Well, probably need more than this against that deck and that start. Yeah, I don't. That deck usually doesn't have a hate card. I'm okay with them knowing what's going on. Cycling to see if I hit a 0 mana cycler, or a 1 mana cycler before I draw. Just getting stomping around. Uh, Fetching on one because this is just going to be untapped anyways. Yeah, sure, may as well cycle again. If I hit, yeah, there we go. I'm pretty sure I actually win this game here because my opponent missed that land drop. So here I can kill any bounce land in response to the untap trigger. And then next turn I have a creature in play, so I can Demonic Dread, hold priority, sack Fulminator Mage, kill the land, get back a bunch of Street Rays. Yeah. Well, that was fun. My opponent did nothing and got extraordinarily punished. Cast it. It's very strange that there's a no button instead of an okay button there, but hooray! My opponent had a permanent in play. No. So, looking at the sideboard, Shriekmaw doesn't do what I want it to here. Ricochet Trap, don't really want that. Ingot Chewer, probably just want these because they mean I don't die quickly. Can cut Fairy Macabre. Can cut some of these big dorks. Probably, yeah, that's fine. The other potential cuts in the matchup, I think I need the Demonic Dread Living End effects too much, even though Demonic Dread isn't the best here. You might be able to shave one of that effect, and um, Living End, you also might be able to shave one because you're never really second Living Ending in this matchup. But the idea of just drawing two and dying is so miserable. Um, Jungle Weaver over Recluse, just the bigger creature. Trying to think if there's any other like relevant points on sideboarding. I don't think I board on a land here. Like I said, no Shriek. Well, not really too interested in letting their Titan resolve and then fighting the fight over it. This can hit Pact Negation, but if the game's at the Pact Negation point, I'm probably already dead. Well, how lucky we hit Simian Spirit Guide. Great magic card. Glad it's legal. Let me kill my opponent. Oh, look, Simian Spirit Guide again. Let's cycle the Street Wraith and figure out what land we want to play. Good. We get to have Violent Outburst up on 2. Think I just lead on the tap Blood Crypt. Well, hope. No, probably just don't have another turn. Cool. Um, I'm glad this is how we play Magic these days. Yep. I'm gonna sit back and I deserve this for playing this format. I don't really know. Yeah. So I think I can beat the first Titan. Almost surely cannot beat the second Titan. So I've cast 3 spells this match. My opponent has cast 1, 2, 3, 4 spells this match. Good. Pharamatic. Um, yeah. These are my cards. They do things. Let's try to kill my opponent's lands this time. Key to victory is not letting your opponent produce 12 mana on turn 2. Or 13, right? 1, or 3, 9. So 9 mana from tapping their land, playing the bounce land for the first time, Summer Blooming. 15 mana was the amount that my opponent was able to produce that turn 3. And it produced a lethal attacker with counter backup. Or turn 2, sorry. Why did I say turn 3? Why would I have a turn 3? I did a Simian Spirit Guide, though, so my hand almost was able to compete. On the play, I actually wouldn't have been in the worst shape that game. My opponent would have expended, and they would have had Boros Garrison. They would have had 2 bounce lands in play, plus a Tolaria West in hand, but they wouldn't have been able to use the Tolaria West. Would have been close. Would have had a 3 power creature. Maybe I need. It's possible you actually want Fairy Macabre in this matchup, so you can Wrath their first Titan, then Wrath their second Titan. Though the thing is, each Titan chains into more than. Yeah, that doesn't really get you very far. Let's see if there's a match hiding somewhere for me. No, not at all. Well, at least I get to play first one of the games. Feels like if I'm on the draw, there's a good chance that I actually just get like Titan before I can even Fulminator. don't think that's keepable. No cyclers. Eh. Drawing to a 17 outer. 21 outer because Fulminator Mage is probably good enough. We'll try it. Live a little. Gosh, my opponent got to keep another 7? Admittedly, the Amulet deck with Sleight of Hand does keep a lot of 7s. Yeah, not much I can do here. Well, our Amulet opponent's in the tank. It's good for us. I'm hoping this means that they are getting Primeval Titan off of Pact and then are debating whether they're supposed to get uh, Growth Chamber, Bounce Land, or if they're supposed to get. Oh no, we're just dead. That's good. Okay, so we died on turn 2 twice to Amulet. Um, as mentioned previously, our I this hand didn't really pan out, but I don't know if most 6s would have not just died here anyways. Probably going to die very soon to my opponent's setup. Get the untapped land into play. Just going to attempt to curve out with creatures off the top, which is going to be unlikely. It's possible you need some number of Shriekmaw so you can loop them in this matchup, but like use your Shriekmaw on the first. Yeah, I just went over this a few minutes ago. I don't think that's actually good enough. Yeah, I think in order to reliably beat this matchup, you need to be able to board into Blood Moons, which this deck does from time to time. Though that's another thing about like having Pale Recluse, but this deck isn't or Valley Renette. Is that the card? This deck doesn't really have the best Blood Moon setup. Is that another Summer Bloom? Okay. I'm not the most sure about what my opponent's trying to do. Oh, they're going to play a Titan and Basuva here. That's what's going on. They just bounced the Gruul Turf. Yeah. I don't... If I draw Beast Within, can I win here? My opponent's supposed to get Vesuva plus something. Guess that also works. Yeah, not sure why the second Talaria West isn't in my opponent's hand. Yeah, my opponent has enough to pay for that, and I can't win. Okay, Primeval Titan wins again. Unshockingly, turn 2 attacking Titan into turn 3 attacking Titan. Hard to beat.